What's up, guys? Does all teaching lead to God? Does all spiritual growth and learning lead to the same thing? So it doesn't really matter if you're Buddhist, Hindu, whatever, Christian. Yeah, it's all different ways to get to the same way. It's just a different way up the same mountain. Is that true? No, because Christianity differentiates itself from other religions in the fact that it's not a religion. Uh, Christianity is a relationship with Jesus Christ. So, what does Jesus say about this? He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father but through me. So there's no other way to God except through Jesus. Okay. It says in Acts, and this is where we get our teaching from. This is where you go to the Bible if you want truth. Jesus said, my word is truth. So if it's some other philosophy, it's not the truth. A lot of people think that, let me go to Acts. Acts says, there's no other name given among men under heaven whereby we might be saved, whereby we would be saved, other than the name of Jesus. So it doesn't matter who you go to. There's only one way to get to heaven. Jesus is that way. And a lot of people think like, well, the teachings kind of mirror themselves. Well, think about it. If God is the creator of everything, and you pick up on some of the truth that he has given, you're just tapping into the truth, right? So like new age stuff, they're like, oh yeah, meditation, that's good. Having a right confession, speaking positive things over yourself, having a vision board and seeing yourself how you want to be. Like, there's all some truth to these things because they come from the truth. God made spiritual laws. And so when they're talking about speaking the right words and having them come to pass and meditation, the Bible talks about meditation. That's where it comes from. Okay. Other religions steal from the true religion, Christianity. Joshua 1:8 says, this book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, okay, that you may prosper in everything that you do. Proverbs talks about, let not my words depart from your eyes, keep them in the midst of your heart. That's meditation, for their life to your whole flesh. Jesus says that speak to this mountain, be thou removed, be thou cast into the sea, you shall have what you say. Romans says God calls those things to be not as though they were. It says in 2 Corinthians that David, he believed, therefore he spoke. We also believe and therefore speak. So like the truths that people kind of get that sort of work for them somewhat, they're all taken from God. So they're like, hey, I mean, this is all kind of similar. I guess it's going to the same mountain. No, it's not. See, anything good in other religions comes from the true God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And his son, Jesus, who is God, is the one that we're supposed to go to. There's no other name given among men whereby we might be saved other than the name of Jesus. So Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the light. There is only one way to God, and that is through Jesus. And if people think that like, yeah, I found some spiritual stuff and this works for me, it's only because they have kind of stolen or found out some spiritual truths from the Bible that anybody can use. So it's very important that and I think the people listening to this know this, but that's the difference. Like, it's dangerous to think that all roads lead to God, because it's not. The way is narrow that leads to God, that leads to heaven, and that's through Jesus. So I want to share that with you guys today. Remember that when you hear these other people talking about, all roads lead to God, whichever way you choose, and they act like, well, yeah, some of the stuff they say is truth, because there are spiritual laws. And if they learn that from the Bible, which it really came from, they're just they're just kind of pulling some truth from God that they're taking and perverting into other religions, which will lead them to destruction. So it's only Jesus. Jesus is the only way to heaven. And that's where you get the full spectrum of truth, spiritual law. And that is through the Bible. So we'll talk to you guys next time, and keep this in mind.